Eric Lima here. You're watching EML77 TV, episode 178. What's going on, everybody? What is happening here? Well, I got some great news. Tonight, there'll be 4 hours of wrestling for me to watch. And I'm going to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling for the very first time on my television. I have a channel on my Xfinity cable channel called Access TV, AXS TV. They air New Japan, which I did not know about, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to watch it tonight at 8 o'clock, and then at 9, Women of Wrestling Superstars, WOW Superstars, will be making its premiere, and the lovely Tessa Blanchard will be making her debut there, and she's already gunning after the top title. Always thinking. I like Tessa Blanchard. I think she's pretty gorgeous and cute, and she just lost her Knockouts Championship to Taya Valkyrie on Impact Wrestling, so a little bit more on that. Also, speaking of Impact Wrestling, tonight on the Twitch site, which I have, I'll be watching that from 10 to 12. So I'm really excited about it. I got the weekend off, despite what's happening here, because one, according to WPRI, we're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches before the changeover to rain on Sunday. Because most of it's going to occur tonight, but when it changes over to, on Sunday, I probably don't have to worry about going in. And 2, my bosses are trying to budget the hours out of respect for the mall. So, yeah, they're kind of like in a bind when it comes to the winter. I'm sure they're praying that not a lot of snow happens this winter. So, and we still got February to deal with, So, but the good news is, like I said, 28 days, shortest month of the year. And then we got March, because usually March is the time to where it starts, the winter weather starts slowing down, and temps pick up a little bit from the 30s, from 20s to 30s to 40s and 50s. And we had a lot of some 40s. We had a lot of 30s and 40s. So it has been a very mild winter so far. So we'll see what happens as time progresses. In fact, next week will be the final full week of January, and then you got February to deal with. So, like I said, after this week's over, it will be 8 more weeks of winter left, and so 8 more weeks of Mother Nature trying to mess with us here in the South Coast, time and time again. So, I'm excited to see. I'm excited for the spring and summer. That's for sure. Always am. Always like it this time of year. I mean, not this time of year, but I've always looked forward to spring and summer this time of year. I hate the winter. Everybody knows that. I hate the snow. I hate shoveling it. I hate everything about it. And I hate my job for it. That's why. And so I'm sure there's a lot of changes. I'm making a declaration right now that this will be my final winter working at the Dumpers Mall. And I'm going to see to it at that. Nothing against my bosses there. Nothing against the people there. Is that sometimes you got to make changes. I've been at that mall for 24 years. It's going to be 24 coming this June. Like I said, and I don't listen. If anything, the only place at the mall that I wouldn't rather work would be Olive Garden. But you never know for sure. So I'm trying to look for jobs. Like I said, I'm trying not to complain much, but it's very hard to do. Very, very hard to do. Keep self-control. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's go back to wrestling. Okay. Wrestling, Eric. Wrestling. That's all we're going to talk about. Wrestling. And sports entertainment and pro wrestling, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so that's going to go on tonight. So Royal Rumble is a week from this Sunday. A lot of titles on the line, obviously. WWE Championship, AJ Styles challenging Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's the champ. Brock Lesnar defends his Universal title against Finn Balor. United States title on the line, Rusev against Shinsuke Nakamura. The SmackDown Live tag titles, The Bar versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. So that'll be a heck of a matchup. And the Cruiserweight title will be online in a fatal four-way. Kalisto, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami challenging Buddy Murphy. Who's going to come out of that one? Who knows for sure? Both women's titles on the line. The Raw women's title on the line. Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. As fellow Horsewoman Becky Lynch, the man, will challenge the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, as in this case. It would be the Women's Tag Team Championships. You know, Alexa Bliss introduced the belts, and Mr. McMahon announced it on Christmas Eve Raw of 2018 that there'll be a Women's Tag Team division to crown new champions. And Alexa Bliss also announced that the Elimination Chamber, there will be 6 teams. 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown. Whoever walks out of the Elimination Chamber will be the first ever WWE, let me rephrase that, first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Now y'all thinking, well, what about, some of our old school fans talking about, what about the Jumping Bomb Angels and the Glamour Girls? Yeah, that was on the World Wrestling Federation. This is World Wrestling Entertainment. So, talking about a couple of different eras here. I know. Technically, they're bringing them back. They're bringing the Women's Tag Team Championship back, but they're bringing it with a new look. They're brand new tag teams, brand new roster talent, obviously. We'll see what happens. Who do I have? Who do I have? I can't put my finger on it, but who do I have coming into that match as the team with the advantage? The All right, I'm kind of hoping this winter will be well. If not, well, we'll see what happens. So there's a lot to step up for. Alrighty then, so that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 178 has been complete, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what happens in the long run for this year. 2019 hopefully be a great year for us. I know we had a lot of us had a tough last year, 2018. A lot of people have left us too soon. I know we had a few more people leaving us too soon. I want to take this time to send my condolences and prayers to the Wilmot family. They lost one of the clients who has been a good friend of our church for a long time, Rosalind G. Santos, or Roz, as we affectionately nicknamed her. She always comes to church looking forward to praise and worship, and that's how she was at our church. And I will never forget the time where she grabbed a tambourine, decided to stand next to me, wanted to play, and my pastor decided to play security and put her back in the congregation. It was a lot of fun, but her heart was in the right place, though. I gotta admit that. But I can understand why too, because she was. I'm sure they were afraid she would distract me, which that almost did. So, but I try to learn how to deal with that and move on and keep playing. So that's how it is. So, okay then. I'll see you guys later, and hopefully 179 will come up, and hopefully I'll get more episodes as we speak. I got some good ideas of what I want to talk about. So see you guys later. God bless. God's blessings to all of you, and peace, and catch you on the flip side. Bye.